What's up, guys? This is some of my must-have tools in my small engine shop. So let's go over some of them. Alright guys, so you're doing a valve. You're doing valve job on a overhead valve. This valve spring compressor right here is a lifesaver. I mean, I've seen people do it without them, but save yourself some hassle. Get this tool. I also got this one that I use for flatheads right here. It's right here, time saver. Still chance you might lose the key, but it makes it a lot easier still. Another thing, valve tool, little suction cup for valve lapper. Definitely must have when doing work. Another engine rebuild tool, ring compressor. Gotta have it for rebuilding engines. Compression tester, always need a compression tester. Actually, I use my compression tester, but I also use a cylinder leak down tester, which I find is more better than a compression tester most of the time, because ACR, sometimes an auto compression release, it's a mechanism on the cam that makes it easier to start. Anyway, sometimes it causes it to read a false reading, and on top of that, a cylinder leak down tester will kind of sometimes pinpoint where your problem is. So another tool is when you're working on Briggs and Strattons with the flatheads, the starter clutch. I've done it without this tool quite a many times, but after getting this tool right here, I wouldn't want to go back to not having that tool. It's well worth the money, guys. I would make the investment. I think I paid $14 for this tool. Another thing, hose clamp. You gotta clamp off those fuel lines. Don't want to get a gas bath. Sometimes that's not a fun day, especially when it's old gas and it's on you and it's, ugh. Weed eaters and chainsaws. I like hemostats, but I also like these long nose needle nose pliers. Get up in that fuel tank, grab those little fuel lines and pull them on through. Another must-have I have here. Whew, it's hot. Alright, flush cutters. I use these to cut little tiny fuel lines and zip ties. Must-have when you're doing zip ties because it gives you a more uniform cut, looks more professional, and more professional it looks, the better off you are with your customers. And you also don't want your customer to get hurt. Tires. I don't know how many of y'all do tires, but for small tires, these motorcycle tire spoons right here are the way to go. You could use the, hold on. The Harbor Freight tire spoon right here, but look at the thickness and the way they're made. These are just better for small tires, and they're cheap. I got these off of eBay, under $20 I think. So well worth the investment. It's a lifesaver when you're doing small tires, which small tires is hard anyway. I'd rather do big tires any day. My Tecton, I think they call this gyroscope, but it's a swivel head. I use this a lot because you can get into places, tight places. I'll use this a lot with spark plugs. It's like my main spark plug ratchet right here. It's 3/8 one. Tecton. I got that with the reward points. Tecton, if you buy on the website, you can collect the reward points. I bought this with reward points from buying a giveaway item for Rusty Rooster. My Snap-on 1/4 inch swivel head ratchet. I got an Icon one too. Honestly, they both work great. Icon has a little bit more looser than the Snap-on when it comes to the head like that. Use these all the time. Get you in tight spots. It's right here, guys. 1/4 inch impact. Use this all the time too. Impact driver. I always say though, guys, if you're a beginner, maybe not start with this because you can damage something really easy. So I always never recommend it with beginners. Get you a ratchet. That's just a time saver when you're trying to go do it faster. Digital torque wrench. Need that for cylinder heads and flywheels. And pretty much anything else that has to be torqued. I got a regular torque one, but I got that one because it has the angles on it. This is a serpentine belt tool, but it is good for loosening up belts. Some commercial zero turns have a spot for a ratchet to go in there so you can release the tension on the deck belt. That's a pretty cool tool to have for that. These gear wrench gasket scrapers, I use those quite a bit too. Clean up the gasket so you have a good seal. I got that from JTT Co. They're pretty good prices wise, and you always run sales. Another thing is this Ultrasonic Cleaner. You can get the Harbor Freight one, and it might be okay, but I've had the Harbor Freight one, but when you step up to the big boy, the big commercial one right here, you'll know the difference. It does 10 times the job, and actually I'm about to shoot a video doing a carburetor here today too. Mower Jack, Lifesaver on right here, my Mower Jack. It's been well used. Lifesaver when changing blades so you don't have to take the deck off. I used to take decks off, not anymore. Also, I got a Cobalt 1/2 inch impact. That's what I use to take blades off. Another Lifesaver tool to have in the shop, must-have tool in the shop. Other than that, quarter inch set, a ratchet set, socket set. I like my this one's kind of loose, but my gear wrench swivel ratchets, ratcheting ratchets. Another thing to have is a good torque set. You'll use this T27 a lot, and these it's right here, the internal torques or whatever that's called. You'll use those a lot more than you think. Another must-have tool in the shop, guys. Yeah, so that's my video on some of my must-have tools. There is so many more to have, guys, and you'll start off with whatever you have. I had started off with a Walmart Stanley set, and I built my tool collection over. And it's harder with a little bit with just your basic tool set, but you can get by until you can afford to invest in more tools. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out. Let's make this the best YouTube small engine channel on YouTube. See y'all next time in the shop. Later, everyone. Thanks for watching.